big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. This will be taken about the 12.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Mike, 57.
54's down, he's coming.
57 to Mike.
To throw is Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Cross. Lady. Check 43. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Watson off play action. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He may try. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, exit.
From the 31, Darnold. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Darnold completes it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
61, matchbox right. Ladies. Here we go.
Darnold on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Lady. Splash. No. Topper. Smooth. Young lady. Slam. Hey, get him. Young lady.
Darnold to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. And Darnold, he lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, high 7. 41's the mark. Check 41.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Darnold flushed out right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Set, 19. Me and you all day. All day. 59. I'm coming after you. Alert.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's be set. 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Come on. You better bring it. 55. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watson now to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19. Mike. 64. 65. 53 to Mike.
On first down, it's Watson, and that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second and 10. Watson, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Third and long, it's Watson underneath for Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
This is it. 19. Here we go. At 59. Single. This is it. 12. Watch number 12. 9.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
This is it. 19. At 31. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Check. 50.
Watson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You tighten up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Echo.
Watson now to throw again. It's complete. Stills. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
2 points down, he's coming. Hey, 59. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. That's it. Ricky. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This is brought in by Gibson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Johnson on the counter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
31, Jets 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, it's Darnold looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. On first down, it's Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and...
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
What we got? Check safety, check safety. Man, 80. Hey, Alpha.
Darnold from the gun. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. On for the extra point is Folk. Well, you know you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Now Folk for the extra point.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Makes the score Texans 31, Jets 26.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
I got you, boy.
Here's Breida. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Single receiver. Single receiver. Motion. Pop.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, let's go. Check my 30. Hey, ready? Bring it. Hey, check my 30.
To the air again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check my 39. Boy. Hey, check my 39. Check my 39. I got it. Hey, lady. Check my 39. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Kill. Jim. Be good.
They'll try and run it in. is. The two-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, 31! Let's go. Henry. Number 53, Mike 53. It's a party now. Whoa. Mike 53. Line him up.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassorn. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming in.
And he's going to go down again. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 53.
2nd and 5 now. Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Hey, 59. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, 59. 53, Mike. Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now it's Breida. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
59, check, 59.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Check, 59. Blue there. Check 59, Mike. Mike to 59. Double dog, that's the way.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Darnold, looking for his running back, and he's got him.
He wasn't ready. A
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the eye.
Now Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
31! 54! I got motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, alert! Watch the run. Mike, 53, Mike.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now it's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to QT. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we got Mike.
Now it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Hey, 59! 53 is the mic. Let's go. 59! Right here. Off. Check. Hey, line up. Check.
Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here I come. Alert. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. I got it. 49. Check 49. 55. Move. Down, go.
Now Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
He's checking crack. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready? Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, get in the weight room. Check, go get him, go get him.
Here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Go, 80. Hey, box truck. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
and the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Darnold on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT, and his pass incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got time.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
From the 30 on second down, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Taking it about the 16. Powerful running. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On first down, it's Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Fresno. Watch twist. 31. Rush in. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.
Feel like